There you go. Your face is right on this. Okay, welcome. Some of you are here. You got a nice tropical vacation planned. Others of you are here. You have, maybe this is on your bucket list to do, and some of you just decided that I want to be a scuba diver. It's going to be my job, as I'm here, to teach you all the skills that you will need, all the gear assembly that we'll need to do this safely. I am Jeff Lustenberg. I am an open water instructor for SSI. I've been diving for about 8 years. I have been an instructor for, this will be my 5th year, and what we're going to talk about today is assembling gear. This is one of the first skills that we will learn as open water divers. You guys will become very proficient at it, and it's one of the skills we tend to take for granted once we become really accomplished divers. The first piece that we're going to learn about is our scuba cylinder. This is going to be our air supply as we're underwater. There is about 3,000 pounds of pressure in this tank. It's an 80 cubic foot cylinder made of aluminum. So we have to treat it with great respect. It has a lot of air pressure in it. So when we are not going to be in contact with this cylinder, we always want to keep it laid down. Okay. We want to make sure there's an O-ring in here, so our regulator will seal to it. As we have our scuba cylinder, the first piece of equipment we're going to attach to it is a buoyancy compensator. And you've all seen the divers underwater, and they're in that perfect Superman position, they're in that flying position. And this piece of equipment right here is what's going to help us do that. It is called a buoyancy compensator. It has a bladder that is built into it, okay? So we can add air to it, and we can take away air, so we do maintain that perfect balance in the water. The buoyancy compensator has a strap that will simply hook over top of the cylinder, and we just hang it on there like that. It has a buckle that goes around the cylinder. The buckle will latch in there, and we simply pull it tight, okay? At that point, it's nice and snug. The buoyancy compensator is attached to the tank. Next, we are going to take our regulator set. Okay, this is probably, without a doubt, the most important part of our dive system, because this is what gives us air. Okay, there's a little yoke here that we have to knock the little dust cap out of. Okay, it is simply attached to the top of the tank against the O-ring. We tighten the yoke up. Okay, you never crank it down, it's just hand tight. Just barely snug it up there. It has a quick disconnect hose on it. Okay, this is a low pressure line that will hook to our inflator hose. If anybody here has ever put air in their tire, it's the same type of chuck. It just simply, you pull it back and it slips on there. Okay, at that point our regulator is mounted to our tank. It's attached to our buoyancy compensator. We haven't pressurized the system yet, and there's a couple checks that we want to do first of all. First thing we want to do is we want to take our regulator and blow out on it and make sure the diaphragm is set. And the next thing we're going to do is try to draw air in. If that does not work, or if we want to make sure we don't get any air, if we do, we got a problem with the regulator. We are simply going to pressurize the system. Okay. Then we will try our regulator again. We're getting air. We will simply see if we can add air into this. Okay? This is the first skill that we learn, and it's one we take for granted. Statistics show us that most scuba accidents happen around 100 dives because of human complacency. We get very comfortable doing it. But we want to do this. We want to learn to do it right and do it the same way every time. It's my job to show you how to do that. We're going to have fun in class, and we're all going to learn how to do this really well. Thank you.